Well, the first thing I want to say is that Hank was a big influence in my life. I looked up to him. Um, I looked up to him so much that he would wear his belt buckle on one side, and I started wearing my belt buckle on one side. He started tucking under his cuffs on his shirt, and I started copying him. And so he was important in our lives. I loved him. And one day we were, I don't remember whether it was a party or whether it was a wedding. I don't remember. I was about 14 years old. And my brother-in-law Hank was a scamp. Now, for those people who don't know what the word scamp means, he's a mischief maker, somebody who's pulling tricks all the time and doing all that. And everybody knew him as that. He'd always do things. Everybody would laugh and go on. But anyway, at this festivity, he was taking pictures. He was kind of a camera nut. And he had the old style camera with the strobe, the big thing with the strobe in the middle. And so he was taking pictures all over the place. And he says, "Oh man, this thing is broken." And he saw him fiddling with it and all that. So I go over there and said, "Let me see." And I'm looking dead into the strobe and he flashes it. Instant blindness, man. I'm telling you, oh, whoo. And he laughed and several other people laughed and it was funny. But after I got my eyes halfway back together again, he's taking more pictures and then he says, "Oh man, now this thing really is bad." And so I said, "Let me see." I look in it again and wham, he lambs me again with that light, man, left me blind. I was a sucker falling for it twice within 15 minutes of each other. And that's the kind of way that Hank was. He loved fun and he loved people, and he was really special to our family. We loved him a lot. And I drove down 1,400 miles from Seattle, Washington, to go to his baptism. And we surprised him at his baptism when he was getting ready to be baptized. And that was a special thrill for me because I'd been praying for him. And he said, "Man, you came all the way down here." I said, "I wouldn't miss it for the world. I mean, you pray for somebody for so many years, you got to be there when he gets baptized." So I have fond memories of my brother-in-law, Hank. And I'm just glad that he came back to the Lord and dedicated his life once again to the Lord's work and his missionary work. And now we can look forward to seeing him in heaven when on resurrection morning with a whole bunch of other people in the family that I'm expecting to see that day. It's what I look forward to. Anyway, I say to Hank, rest in peace, because precious in the sight of the Lord are the death of his saints. And I take so much encouragement from that because God doesn't forget us. He doesn't forget us when we're dead. He knows where we are. And he'll raise us on that day. And there's another person that I want to see on that morning, and that's my dad. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that day. But he's going to be surprised. He's going to be surprised because I was always a problem child. But anyway, that's that's old history. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say about my brother-in-law, Hank. He was a scamp. He was fun. Anyway, I'm glad I got an opportunity to talk about him and remember old times.